try to change momentum. Sometimes you need a guy like Lou Williams off the bench because you're struggling to score. So the flexibility provided by the back end of your lineup is crucial.
And reveals a lot about coaching as well. Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Kyle Lowry and Danny Green are the guard tandem. Inside pairing is Ibaka and Valanciunas, and it's Leonard in at the small forward. Gobert pulls it in. From deep, Ingles gets it to go from beyond the arc. Ingles has got the first bucket of the night, a three-pointer for Utah. Lowry with the ball, guarded now by Rubio. Lowry against Rubio. Lowry passes to Valanciunas. Over Ingles. And it's Valanciunas that time on the assist by Lowry.
Well, how about you get a look at the range of Jonas Valanciunas? Gets this done with his back to the basket, or in that case, the range jumper.
And Favors kicks to Gobert. Here's Mitchell. It's in the layup off the glass.
And where's the help? Obviously, a missed rotation. Something they're going to want to patch up.
Right, because otherwise you're up those close range opportunities all night. If you allow the opposition to get into a groove, look out.
Left side Lowry. A 3-ball. It's down the 3-ball.
What a fluid perimeter game. Kyle Lowry, a consistent threat from deep.
Rubio against Lowry. Favors dishes to Ingles. Favors with the screen. Leonard with the steal. Now the Raptors moving it up. Over in the corner, Green. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Rubio with it. Mitchell outside. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Favors sets the pick for Rubio. 6 to shoot. Over Lowry. And Utah again with the bucket.
Oh, wow. Rubio, wide repertoire of moves off the dribble.
Lowry with the ball. Guarded now by Rubio. Leonard the pass to Valanciunas. Over Ingles. And another basket for Toronto. Jazz have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. And Rubio kicks to Gobert. Pass to Ingles. Leonard with the steal. Outside, Green. Screened by Ibaka. Shot clock at 5. From the arc. The putback. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Jazz trail by 3. Knocked away. And here's Lowry to the middle. Here's Leonard. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Mitchell with it. Now Green defending. Mitchell passes to Gobert. Green against Mitchell. Down low. Leonard. Gobert with the block.
Now this is the calling card of Rudy Gobert, a superb shot blocker. The wingspan is a thing of beauty.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Rubio.
Ouch, that's a wasted possession. Got to shake it off and forget it happened, guys.
And here are the Raptors now, leading by 5.
And you have to love it when there's a matchup like this. 2 teams that are at the top of their respective conferences going at it.
And the fact that they split their 2 meetings last season. Does one try to get a leg up?
And Rubio gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Green. Valanciunas with a screen on Mitchell. Green kicks to Leonard. 4 on the clock. Over Ingles. And Leonard gets it to go.
Yeah, and from mid-range, Leonard's jump shot is money. It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or catch and shoot. He never loses his touch.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah. Well, early on, just watching certain veteran players, Doris, continuing to play at a high level after so many years.
And what you love is the great ones seem to adjust their games along the way, and not only adjust their games, but add dimensions, whether it's being able to go down into the low post position if you're a point guard, a two guard, or even a three-man. But the other part of this, Kevin, is the off-the-court stuff. The better nutrition that these guys are being much smarter about. The strength and conditioning programs they're putting themselves through in the offseason. All of that raises the level in the NBA.
Green against Mitchell. Outside Favors. Favors sets the pick for Rubio. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Green kicks to Lowry. Ibaka with the screen on Rubio. Lowry against Rubio. Now here's Lowry. Not a lot of room. Great D that time from Favors.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
Tipped away, and it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here.
Let's take a look at some numbers for Rubio. A very nice season for him last year. He put up about 13 points a game last season, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. And this is the kind of strong, steady play you like to see. He's earning his keep and helping them win games.
I think they need more consistency from him, and they're getting it. Look for this to continue. I love it.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
You know that old expression, you can't teach size, but Gobert showing great effort as well. I love that he creates second chance opportunities.
Here's Leonard. Rebound, Utah. Gobert's got his 3rd rebound on the night. To the inside. And the rejection by Lowry. Green against Mitchell. Green dishes to Lowry. The 3. Rebound by Mitchell.
Oh, great job on the closeout, providing a lot of good D on the perimeter.
That's a superb effort on the defensive end. You don't allow the shooter to get into a rhythm from deep.
Rubio outside. Favors with the screen. Here's Mitchell, and he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. Mitchell's got his 2nd basket.
Well, it's all about decision-making in the pick and roll, and Donovan Mitchell making all the right choices.
There's a good screen. Pass to Leonard. Valanciunas sets us in for Leonard. Ibaka outside. On the wing, Green. Over Mitchell, and Green with the basket on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got 3 assists in the game. Gobert with a screen on Lowry. Lowry against Rubio to the paint. And a slam dunk by Favors.
Favors flying high on you. My goodness, how about the ups on that guy?
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Habit. Lowry passes to Ibaka. Green, the screen. Inside, stolen by Mitchell. It's 2-on-1. The pull-up, and a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Now just a 2-point Toronto lead. Toronto's gone 3 of 5 from 3-point land so far in the ballgame. Screened by Valanciunas. Green kicks to Valanciunas. The pass to Lowry. From deep 3-point range. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And Utah the other way now. Passes it to Mitchell. Over Lowry. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got the game tied up here for Utah. Toronto shooting 47% from the field to start things off.
And Ricky Rubio might be one of the most unselfish players in the league. Not only for his passing and how much he enjoys piling up assists, but how he does a great job adjusting to what the team needs him to do and not worrying about his own game.
A different look for Utah. Crowder, he's checked in for Favors. Cephalosha comes in for Joe Ingles, and it's Dante Exum in for Ricky Rubio. A new group in now for the Raptors. Siakam is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. C.J. Miles comes in for Serge Ibaka. Anunoby, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And Norman Powell subbed in for Green. And here are the Jazz now. It's a 12-2 run here, good pace. And for Rubio, who has been in the eye of the media for so long, Greg, he's always been unselfish. We've always seen that in his style of play.
You're right, Kevin. You've always been able to see that with Rubio's game. Great at making quick reads, seeing passes before they develop. I mean, he can see who's open and who's going to be open before he even catches the pass.
Allen's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. Crowder against Miles. Gobert, the screen. Using the screen, Crowder. That one attempted offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Boy, Kev, don't you love the way Crowder works off the screen? He knows what spots to get to and where.
Inside the line. Good on the jump shot. Lowry's got 8 points. Utah has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Outside Crowder. Gobert, the screen. Right wing. Gobert with a screen for Exum. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
Fred VanVleet is checked in for Powell. Cephalosha dishes to Exum. 5 on the clock. From beyond the arc. He's off on that one, so the Raptors will take it the other way. Pass to Miles, and out of bounds as Utah gains possession.
Ouch, that's a wasted possession. Got to shake it off and forget it happened, guys.
We've got 1:48 left to play in the first. Exum passes to Crowder. Kicks it to Allen. Nice ball movement by Utah. Gobert with a screen for Exum. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
Yeah, blown opportunity after the two-man game creates a terrific look.
Well, he simply misfired. You've got to capitalize when the screen opens up wide open shots like that. Well, so rewarding for a player to beat everybody to the basketball and convert that second chance bucket.
Gobert, the screen. They get a hand on it. Here's Anunoby. 54 seconds left in the first. Lowry from outside. Rebounded by Cephalosha. And here's Utah. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Exum. From down in the low post, it goes. Exum's got it all tied up now for Utah.
Dante Exum, outstanding, absorbing the contact, just bullies his way with the defense.
And it goes out of bounds, turns off Cephalosha. DeLon Wright, he's checked in for the Raptors. .29 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's the screen. Anunoby kicks to VanVleet. Off target with his three.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Well, you love Crowder's willingness to distribute the basketball. His vision allows him to set his teammates beautifully.
Now Miles with 1 on the clock. Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders.
A great tactician, and he's clearly got his guys buying in to his message.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
Listen, early on taking the league, I just like their approach offensively.
I think their play calling has been exceptional. They've played with purpose and they've played with aggressiveness.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And so in the game for the Jazz, Crowder is the 4 and Gobert is the 5. Exum is out there with Allen, and it's Cephalosha in at the 3.
A steady screen set on that play, and the defense disappears. Nice communication between teammates to make that play work.
Gobert, the screen. Down low. Here's Miles. Misses off the right iron. Utah leading. Many had wondered if the Jazz would rebuild after they lost Hayward. Turns out they just, Doris, reloaded.
Now give the Jazz organization from the top down a ton of credit, because after losing Gordon Hayward, they didn't mope or feel sorry for themselves. They got a bona fide star in Donovan Mitchell in the draft. And this is a team that's got talent in the post-Hayward era, and they are going to be a factor.
Alec Burks checked in for Utah. Cephalosha kicks to Gobert. Dishes it to Exum. In the corner, Cephalosha with it. Just 4 to shoot. Fires for 3. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
I'll tell you, that's nice work, right? You move, you get into space on the perimeter, and you knock down the 3.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it seems every season new records are set for the number of three-pointers made and attempted. It's proven to be successful, and of course, it is a copycat league. It's hard to know why it took so long for everyone to catch on, but now that they have, the effects continue to ripple out the league.
They sure have, David. Thank you. Here's Gobert. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Well, Gobert inside, right? He has such a strong sense for when to take advantage of the skills he has at his disposal.
Back to Van Vliet. There's a good screen. Lets it go from 14. And the shot is good. The Utah lead has been cut down to 5 on the bucket from Miles. Jazz have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Outside Crowder on the wing, Cephalosha. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2. Raptors trail by 7. Right, the pass to Miles. There's Van Vliet. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Van Vliet's got 5 points in the quarter. For Utah, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. Ripped away. And here's Miles outside. Rebound, Utah.
Well, I'll tell you, it hasn't been his best quarter, but we know he won't get discouraged. This guy will keep grinding.
Cephalosha kicks to Exum. Gobert, the screen. Nice ball movement by Utah. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Gobert's got the lead up to 7 now for the Jazz.
Boy, that's how to do it. Just go strong. Don't settle for a jump shot when the defense is flat-footed. Nice.
Toronto calls timeout. With the analysis, the defensive impact becoming more advanced, Doris, do you think that helps defenders gain recognition even when they're not putting up numbers in individual statistical categories?
Well, think about a recent winner of the Defensive Player of the Year, and that's Draymond Green, whose value becomes into sharp focus, particularly in the fourth quarter of games, when it becomes a possession ball game, and Draymond Green is flying around the floor in help defensive position, covering up for teammates' mistakes. I absolutely think, Kevin, increasingly because of the advanced metrics, that players can be defined outside of points and rebounds. So I love the impact of the numbers.
Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
Well, with the defense laying off him, you know he's going to pull the trigger. They're lucky he didn't burn him.
Rubio against Wright. Out to Ibaka, and Leonard has it in the corner. 6 to shoot over O'Neal. Another shot. Gobert with the block. O'Neal passes to Rubio. Gobert the screen. O'Neal against Leonard. Here's Rubio. And the Jazz, another three.
Well, the catch and shoot game. Typically Rubio's on the passing end of it. Not this time.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Green kicks to Leonard. Over O'Neal. No good off the back of the rim.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
It's stolen by Ibaka. Green against Burks. Pass to Wright. O'Neal against Leonard. The 19-foot shot. He squares up and sinks it. Leonard's got 6 points.
Well, he's a guy that can adapt and adjust to any defense he's up against. It's really something to watch.
Rubio the pass to Crowder. Burks kicks to Crowder. Gobert with a screen on Wright. To the middle. And Crowder gets it to go. On the assist by Gobert. And the Jazz lead by 8. Raptors are gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. And the pass to Green. Now Leonard. Burks covering. 16 feet away. And it's Leonard missing.
Boy, the way he's been going, he is not going to be the guy to turn this around.
Burks kicks to Rubio. Gobert the screen. Crowder the pass to O'Neal. They set the pick. Tries a three. And Utah another three.
I tell you, get the feeling he's only going to get better as this game wears on. That first quarter was good. His second quarter has been great.
And the Raptors call time here.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
But, Greg, no resistance, right? They're allowing them to get any kind of shot they want close. That simply can't happen.
Derek Favors checked in for Utah. Comes in for Burks. Raptors also changing it up. Norman Powell comes in for Danny Green. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Wright. Powell kicks to Leonard. Screened by Valanciunas. Leonard attacking. And oh boy, contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
And with Kawhi Leonard, he just does everything well on the floor. Offense, defense, rebounding, run. I mean, he is one of the more complete players in our league. He can completely take over a game on both ends.
This is his first free throw of the game. That free throw good from Leonard. And Greg, with Kawhi, started as a defensive stopper, but he now is so much more than that.
I mean, he's got a great outside shot, that pull-up jumper, the turnarounds in the post. He has the complete repertoire. You never would have thought he was only viewed as a defense guy once upon a time, but was already a fantastic player. But this is a guy that continues to just add to his game.
Knocks it loose. Stolen by Rubio. And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
I think they'll keep going to him more and more as they look onto their lead. Why not with the way this guy is shooting it?
And you can't help but notice that Ricky Rubio has grown as a player.
Well, he talked a little bit about losing his mom recently, and he was very close to her, and he said it changed his priorities and perspective on life, and that balance has translated to more effectiveness on the court.
One shot.
Free throw good. Rubio. Well, Doris, we've seen how much organizations set the tone, set the culture from the top on down. What common traits have you seen among successful team owners?
Well, boy, oh boy, so many, I think. Obviously, there has to be some level of financial commitment. You have to be willing to hire good talent. You have to be willing to hire coaches that you believe either developmentally are going to have a bright future, or if you're hiring an experienced coach with championship pedigree, are you willing to pay those types of positions? What is your commitment to the non-traditional aspects that we've seen take a more informed role in how decisions are made? What is your analytics department made up of? What is your nutrition, your strength and conditioning, your training program? Are you hiring top-level professionals across the board? And then to me, it's always about, there's a great quote that says, any organization is defined by the worst behavior tolerated at the top of the leadership position.
Lowry passes to Leonard. Over Ingles. Leonard with the bucket. Leonard's got 9 points.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
And Rubio kicks to Crowder. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And already his 3rd foul. It's got to be time to get him out of there, probably until the 3rd quarter.
Mitchell outside. Leonard against Rubio. Back to Crowder. Just 5 to shoot. And it's out of bounds to the Jazz as Utah retains possession.
Playing with lots of energy here, trying to cause turnovers.
I love the tenacity right now. Definitely on the prowl, looking for every opportunity to make a steal. The other team has got to be sharp.
Here's Favors.
Getting those long arms in the way and the vision of that shooter, Jonas Valanciunas, doesn't get the block, but he changed the shot.
Now here's Powell. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And no good. Good D by Rubio.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
I love the way Joe Ingles, guys, affects winning in multiple ways. This is a guy who does so many little things. He can facilitate the offense, he understands how to play pick and roll, and we know he can make the long-distance shot with great regularity.
The Jazz shooting their 2nd and 3rd shots at the line right here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And Doris Ingles, a player who does so many things well, and the coaching staff loves him.
I don't know how you couldn't love Joe Ingles, because he's a terrific passer, an excellent defender, one of the better shooters from range, and he keeps teams honest. What a player this guy is.
Leonard the pass to Valanciunas, and there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Ingles. That is his 1st foul of the game.
That's his 1st personal foul. 2nd team foul.
Baca against Crowder. Lowry dishes to Leonard. And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
3rd team foul.
And here are the Raptors now. Left side Lowry. 6 on the shot clock. Valanciunas with a screen on Rubio. Lowry kicks to Leonard. Fires the 3.
Derek Favors not an easy guy to shoot over. When he's aggressive on the defensive end, boy, shooters better be careful.
A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for Toronto.
And the one shot they've stayed away from tonight has been that long 3. They've been a little more consistent with their shot selection, not launching as many deep threes.
Outside Crowder. Favors with the screen. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Jonas Valanciunas. You know, Doris, many thought Jake Crowder might end up to be the steal of the Irving Thomas trade, but he had a rough start in Cleveland, as you saw.
Well, sometimes, Kevin, the fit isn't just right, but it's amazing he goes to Utah, and all of the toughness and the defensive abilities are exactly what the Jazz are looking for. So sometimes it's just about fit.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
And Kevin, let's not forget, Jay Crowder is a former second-round draft pick. This guy has made his bones in the NBA by adding toughness to every team he's played on.
Siakam is checked in for the Raptors. And both free throws good from Crowder.
Well, last season, a tough one for Crowder. Was moved from Boston to Cleveland and then moved again over to Utah at the deadline. Also struggled mightily with his shot and just had a down year.
Fourth team foul.
Here's Lowry.
And he's still scoreless in this quarter. Surprising after his great start.
Well, let's remember, Serge Ibaka is a defensive presence. This guy, an elite shot blocker early in his career, and he is now a capable scorer from just about anywhere.
Shooting for Toronto.
And with Crowder, his struggles were part of why Cleveland gave up on him so easily.
And you wonder who the real Jay Crowder is. The one we saw in Cleveland or the one we saw in Boston. My guess is somewhere in the middle. I think his defense should pick back up, and we know that he can be a better scorer than he has shown the last calendar year.
And both free throws good for Serge Ibaka.
Well, think about the Toronto Raptors last year. 59 wins in the regular season, which was a franchise high. Won the Atlantic for the 4th time in 5 years. And then it comes to an end with a thud, losing to the Cavaliers in the playoffs. Brutal.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Rubio against Lowry. Pass to Powell. He's looking for Leonard and finds him. Just 5 to shoot. Over Ingles. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. 11 points for Kawhi Leonard. And for the Raptors, swept by the Cavs in the postseason, Doris, for the 2nd consecutive year.
It's getting painful. Swept twice, defeated for the 3rd straight time by the same team. And you think about the Raptors, a team that geared up and changed things to try to avoid it, and it still happens. That's a tough pill to swallow.
Top of the key. And it's Mitchell missing.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Yeah, that's a surprising miss, Greg. I have a feeling if they get that shot again, they'll knock it down next time.
Lowry for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Lowry's got 11.
And that's Lowry's shot right there. Always looking to capitalize from that range.
Mitchell passes to Favors. And a slam dunk by Favors.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And stolen by Favors. And now Utah, fast break. Mitchell's shot is good.
Boy, how about the blinding speed in transition? Donovan Mitchell, ferocious attacking in the open floor.
Lowry against Rubio. Lowry with the ball. 11 points in the game. Shot clock at 5. Here's Leonard. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Lowry's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, for all the talk about the accurate shooters in the league, give it up to Kyle Lowry for his precise passing.
We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the 3rd. Setting the floor for the Raptors. Leonard and Ibaka are the forward pairing. Kyle Lowry and Danny Green are the guard tandem. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5 roaming the paint. Gobert dishes to Rubio. Gobert the screen. Off the screen, Rubio. He kicks it to Mitchell. Gobert the screen. Mitchell passes to Gobert. Lowry against Rubio. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's foul number 2 for him. Outside Favors. On the wing, Mitchell. Guarded by Green. And it's Mitchell missing. Raptors trail by 13. Outside Green. Ibaka with the screen on Mitchell. Outside Leonard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Ibaka slams it in.
I have always loved the intensity with which Serge Ibaka plays, especially on the glass. He understands how to use his length.
Favors with a screen on Lowry. And Rubio kicks to Ingles. Favors with the screen. Mitchell passes to Favors. Over Green. Favors can't get it to go.
Well, an 0 for 3 start to the second half. They're going to have to start tightening things up on the offensive end.
Screen by Ibaka. Ibaka sets the pick for Green. The dish now to Ibaka. Back to Green. Screen by Valanciunas. Leonard against Ingles. Green the screen. Mitchell against Lowry. Over Mitchell. And he overshot that one, missing.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
And the basket by Ingles.
Boy, that's the vision and ability to deliver precise passes. Rubio completely on point.
And the Raptors call time here. Many were hoping for Rudy Gobert to take on a bigger scoring load last year, and Doris, it didn't happen.
Well, obviously, Rudy Gobert's main impact is going to be as the stifled tower, that effective defender. He's got to continue to work on the offensive end of the floor.
A different look for Utah. Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for Favors. And it's Dante Exum in for Ricky Rubio. No good from Valanciunas.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, as we know, Rudy Gobert is a 7-footer with an aggressive mentality. He said some guys don't have pride, but I do. Sometimes too much. Quinn Snyder said he gets angry, which I like. Whatever kind of stereotypes Americans have about the French, they don't apply. Not to him anyway, guys.
Sacre bleu. Thank you, G.A. He is indeed a fiery competitor.
Well, Kevin, this guy's proven over and over that despite his size disadvantage, he's still able to score in the paint.
Mitchell against Green. Gobert with a screen on Ibaka. And here is Sefolosha. 7 points in the game. Gobert the screen. And that's good. Thabo Sefolosha for 3. Sefolosha's got 10 points.
Boy, nice stroke from downtown. Got it off just before the defense could react. That's his specialty.
Leonard inside. Ingles covering. And it's Leonard missing. Utah leading by 16. On the wing, Mitchell. Back to Exum. He dishes it to Mitchell. 13 feet away. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Up top, Leonard. Ingles covering. Valanciunas sets a screen for Leonard. Hits it from three-point range. 16 points for him.
Shakes his man by using exceptional use of the screen. I mean, from there, it's smooth sailing.
Mitchell kicks to Gobert. Now, here's Exum. Lowry covering. Gobert, the screen. Here's Mitchell. That one wide left.
Boy, terrific defense to impact the shot, not giving him any space at all.
Ingles against Leonard. Valanciunas with a screen on Ingles. Leonard attacking. Yes, that goes in.
And he moves so well. When Leonard drives the lane, it's pretty much a guaranteed bucket. Terrific body control, and he plays with the ultimate force.
Gobert with a screen for Exum. 8 feet away, and he makes that one. And the Jazz lead by 13.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
Lowry kicks to Leonard. Sinks that one from the post. Leonard's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
Here's Exum, and again it's Utah.
Just good aggressive drive from him that time. Found a hole in the D and went straight to the rim.
Lowry drives in. Leonard trying to break free. Offensive rebound. Count that one. 6 points for Valanciunas.
Well, I think, Kevin, this is something Jonas Valanciunas has hung his hat on. His ability to consistently get to the offensive window. Nicely done.
Exum dishes to Cephalosha. Pass to Mitchell. Gobert with a screen for Mitchell. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And the basket by Lowry.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Ingles against Leonard. Cephalosha kicks to Mitchell. The Jazz working the ball around now. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Puts one in the eye of the defense. First triple of the evening.
Doris, you've covered the NBA and the Jazz for so long. Just how much does this team mean to its community?
Well, this is one of the great environments in the entire NBA. Jazz fans are diehard. They're loud and they're proud. And I'll tell you, as the only pro team in the state, it's no wonder.
Valanciunas with a screen on Mitchell. Green, no luck.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Exum with it. Lowry picks him up. Gobert with a screen on Valanciunas. Ingles passes to Gobert. Lets it go from deep. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
That's his second make from distance this half after hitting none before that.
Outside, Green. Screened by Ibaka. Off the screen, Leonard. And the jumper falls for him. Leonard's got 9 points now in just the second half.
You know, the assist has to go to the screen on that play. Gave him all the room he needed to rise and fire.
Utah calls timeout. And guys, veteran Danny Green moving north last summer as part of the Kawhi Leonard trade. Now in a Toronto Raptors uniform.
Yeah, and not the big name in that deal, obviously, but an important piece. Green is shown to be a very capable 3-and-D guy, and it's the next chapter in what has been a solid career for him.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. O'Neal's checked in for Joe Ingles, and Allen subbed in for Mitchell.
And now a look at Rudy Gobert here. Last season, he played outstanding. Put up about 13 points per, 10 rebounds, and almost 2.5 blocks. And he gives them a nice rotation on the front court. He is a quality reserve.
Well, the one thing you can't teach is size. He's not as developed skill-wise as some guys, but certainly a valuable backup for this team.
And Utah making a change here. Crowder's checked in. Here's Van Vliet. He's got 5. Kicks it to Miles. There's a screen. The three. Allen with the rebound. Jazz leading by 14. To the inside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. And look now at the various locations of the shots taken so far for Leonard.
Right now, after looking at that chart, you pretty much can just jog down the court. He gets it in the paint. Just time and time again, he's worked his way in close and made a shot over a defender or found another way to convert. Just great stuff coming from him thus far.
One thing you have to admire, Doris, about the Raptors franchise is their sustained success.
And that's not easy, Kevin. Last year marked their third straight 50-win season and their fifth straight postseason trip. Very few other teams can claim those items in that time frame. For the Raptors, what a good, solid core.
And he uses the glass on the layup. Leonard's got 11 points in the quarter.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
And Gobert kicks to O'Neal. Back to Gobert. At the elbow, it's Allen. In the corner, O'Neal with it. Pass to Exum. Screen by O'Neal. A nice shot by Exum. Exum's got 18 points.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Here's Van Vliet. 5 points in the game. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Poked away. And the pass to Anunoby. And he banks in the layup. Anunoby's got his second bucket tonight.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Allen kicks to Gobert. Passes to Crowder. Over to the wing. Now here's Allen. He's covered closely. Gobert the screen. And Utah another three.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc. And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Now Exum. He's got 18. Gobert the screen. A nice shot by Exum. Exum's got 20 points.
Boy, what a quarter for this guy. Just give him the basketball and get out of the way.
Here's Van Vliet. He's got 7. He kicks it to Miles. Pass to Anunoby. They set the pick. A 3-ball. O'Neal with the rebound.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
The Jazz have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
And the first one drops. Both teams will make substitutions. And both free throws good from Crowder. Here's Van Vliet. Kicks to Miles. Shoots over Crowder. And the release was before the buzzer. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Raptors trail by 18. We've got Alec Burks. Allen is out there with Ricky Rubio. Then there's Favors. And it's Crowder in at the 4 slot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. That's a 2 from Powell. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Powell's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Raptors. Rubio, the pass to Crowder. Deflects the pass. One-on-one fast break. There's the feed to Wright. Pass to Siakam. Here's Anunoby. Raptors moving the ball around. Powell with it, and Allen picks him up defensively. Anunoby, good.
Nice job by OG Anunoby to be aggressive from distance.
Jazz leading by 13. And Rubio kicks to Crowder. The pass to Burks. Crowder dishes to Rubio. Passes it to Allen. Burks with it. Guarded by Powell. Favors with the screen. Here's Burks. Nice teamwork to set up the pick play and make the space for the J.
Beautiful touch from Burks. He excels at knocking down these mid-range shots.
Right, the pass to Anunoby. Here's Miles. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Well, you remember the big trade last summer, the Raptors dealing DeMar DeRozan, Jakob Poeltl, and a protected first-round pick to the Spurs for Kawhi Leonard and Danny Green. Toronto guys hoping to make a big run this season, obviously.
And with the uncertainty for how long Kawhi sticks around, Toronto is all in this year. Not an easy trade to stomach, but with LeBron out of the East, they have to feel like this is their chance. This is a make-or-break season for the Raptors, to say the least.
Free throw good, Miles.
What is really compelling to me is the way the Utah Jazz team plays defense. Yes, it starts with the Stifle Tower, Rudy Gobert, but there is commitment and there is great structure in what they want to do on the defensive end, and I'll tell you, it is absolutely suffocating at times.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. And for the Jazz, defense is the identity this team builds around.
You look at nearly every defensive metric from a season ago, the Jazz were near the top in most. They are great at forcing turnovers, great at closing out possessions with excellent defensive rebounding, and they do a great job of bothering shots and rotating in necessary positions. I love this team on that end of the floor.
There's the pick, and the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And that's a tough one, but on those illegal screen calls, the defender's never going to get the benefit of the doubt.
And that's true. The officials used to be pretty lenient on those, but not anymore.
Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
You can see the confidence of C.J. Miles down in the paint, right? He's got long arms to get the shot off whenever he wants.
Allen kicks to Burks. Favors with the screen. Gobert with a screen for Burks. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J. Burks has got 4 points this quarter. Raptors trail by 14. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. There's the pick. Miles with it, and Allen picks him up defensively. Wright sets a screen. Powell for 3. Burks pulls it in. Utah leading by 14. Here's Rubio. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
I tell you, unwilling to settle for something on the perimeter. Rubio sticks his nose inside.
Powell with the screen. Toronto needs to get off his shot. And here's Miles outside. The long distance 3 is buried.
Well, you cannot disrupt the concentration of C.J. Miles. The defense is doing everything right. He's just simply too good.
And Rubio kicks to Burks. Gobert the screen to the left side wing. Fades and shoots. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Well, you want to see Rudy Gobert set hard picks because this guy is getting in a terrific position and allowing his guys to make easy shots.
Here's Miles, and there are the Raptors with another bucket.
He's made obvious improvements since the half, really getting into an offensive groove.
Jazz leading by 13. Rubio the pass to Gobert. Allen kicks to Burks. Favors with the screen. Gobert with the screen for Burks. Favors with the screen. This one for three. The shot comes out, so the Raptors will take it the other way. To the middle. And the rejection by Favors.
Derek Favors using that long frame to send that back twice on the pipes, Kevin.
A different look for Utah. Joe Ingles comes in for Alec Burks, and it's Mitchell in for Allen. Raptors also changing it up. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Siakam. Ibaka comes in for C.J. Miles, and it's Green in for Powell. Right against Rubio. Right outside. Knocked loose. Clock at 6. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the Utah Jazz. On Wednesday, they'll head out on the road to face the Kings in Sacramento. And then on Friday, they'll be matching up against Kevin Durant and the Golden State Warriors.
And for the matchup with the Grizzlies, I think they know how important it is to see how they measure up against the cream of the crop in the West. I'm looking for them to approach it like this is a playoff matchup.
Gobert the screen. Favors dishes to Rubio. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Favors can't get it to go.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Well, classic example of crowding the shooter, not letting him get comfortable in the mid-range.
And Wright kicks to Green. Ibaka the pass to Wright. Screened by Valanciunas. It's good, and the Jazz lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from Wright.
A steady screen set on that play, and the defense disappears. Nice communication between teammates to make that play work.
Favors with the screen. Gobert with the screen on Wright. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Gobert the screen. Gobert, and there's Gobert putting it right back in. And the Jazz lead by 13.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? And Toronto making a change here. Lowry's checked in. Ball's knocked loose, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Rubio. And there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Ingles. And that'll be his third foul so far. Here is Ibaka. And Lowry has it in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. And Ibaka kicks to Lowry. The high post shot. It's good, and the Jazz lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from Ibaka.
Well, that's the veteran poise of Ibaka on display. Doesn't let the shot clock affect his judgment.
Gobert the screen. Favors inside, working on Ibaka. Favors can't get it to go. Anunoby passes to Lowry. And the rejection by Favors. Inside, and it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Anunoby. Raptors trail by 11. Pass to Valanciunas. Dishes to Green. Outside Lowry. It's over Rubio. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Well, Lowry had his mind made up. It's the rise and fire as soon as he gets the touch.
And Rubio kicks to Ingles. Pass to Favors. Rubio outside. Gobert trying to get open. Rubio misses.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Ingles against Leonard. From 12 feet out. Utah with the rebound. Favors has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. The wide open look here for Ingles. Buries it from 3-point range. And the Jazz lead by 12.
Well, this is the main weapon in Ingles' arsenal, right? Very quietly, one of the elite shooters in the NBA.
And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game. On defense, the Jazz. They led by as many as 18 points. And that one's good. Leonard.
What a fantastic game he's had on the offensive end. If only his teammates could keep up.
Inside. And slam dunk by Gobert. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
Well, the 7-footer Gobert, the alley-oop finish. My goodness, the Stifle Tower with the score.
Back to Ibaka. And he banks in the layup. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
And that's an important rebound, especially on a night where the board work has not been their best.
Rubio against Green. Favors with a screen on Green. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Green. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Green's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Raptors. Favors with the screen. And Rubio kicks to Ingles. Lowry against Rubio. Mitchell in the corner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Favors sets the pick for Mitchell. And he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick.
When you think your scorer, one of the guys that comes to mind, as young as he is, Donovan Mitchell.
Jazz foul. Ricky Rubio. That's his 4th personal foul. At the line for Raptors, Kyle Lowry. 2 shots.
Two shots.
First free throw is good.
Well, at this point, a multiple-time All-Star, a member of the U.S. national team at the Olympics in Rio. We'll just call him the gold standard, Kyle Lowry.
And he can't hit the second. Utah leading by 9. It's stolen by Valanciunas. 16 feet away, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. 28 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Man, this has been fun. I mean, we got 2 teams dueling down the stretch.
Boy, does it feel to you, Greg, like every single shot is going through the bucket? That's how lethal both of these teams have been late in this one.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
When he's determined to finish, Donovan Mitchell is so good powering through whatever the defense puts in his path.
Free throw drops for Mitchell.
Boy, you have to admire Donovan Mitchell. This guy is capable of playing either guard position, and he plays with so much passion and energy, guys. It's infectious.
Leonard against Ingles. And with that, the Jazz lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Kawhi Leonard.
Boy, nice shot. He didn't need the fadeaway to create separation, though. He was wide open.
Leonard with the steal. And Lowry has it in the corner. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Lowry letting everybody in the building know if there's a big bucket to be made, get me the ball.
Mitchell. Great tee that time from Green.
Boy, that's high-impact defense in the lane, standing tall to deny the easy bucket.
Sinks it. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And he has the chops for this, raising the intensity when it matters most.
Right, you love the aggressiveness. This guy is willing to take over at the key opportunities.
Mitchell kicks to Favors. Favors with a screen on Lowry. 6 to shoot. Rubio the pass to Favors. Count it!
Kevin, we love that Derek Favors demanded the basketball with the game hanging in the balance. How beautiful, how tough.
Toronto calls timeout. They trail by 5. 35 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Ricky Rubio.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Toronto's head coach had some words for his team during the break. He told them to stick with it. He said, this game is right here, guys. This is our game to take. Precision, purpose, and poise. Kevin, we'll see if they can get it done.
Toronto calls timeout. They're down by 3. 23 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And right now, you can go for the 2 and then a quick foul, or go for the home run.
Well, you've got to be smart regardless of what you choose to do. You shouldn't just heave the 3 if it's not there. Let's see what happens.
It's stolen by Ingles. Leonard with the steal. It's stolen by Gobert. And an intentional foul right there.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Joe Ingles. 2 shots.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
What you love about Joe Ingles is he's going to give you a little bit of everything. He can score it, he can pass it, he can board it, and he can guard. Whatever you need, he's going to bring it.
There's 21 seconds left in the 4th.
And this is not a time to be patient with the basketball.
No, you've got to act quickly here. I mean, look for the quick score and either a fast foul or a steal. No options.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Ricky Rubio. Taking 2 shots.
2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5.
That's so much that Rubio gives you. The last thing that has to come to me is the range shooting.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and finish it off.
And here's Green outside. And so it's Utah with the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotion.